Hey, what's up guys? Just checking in here. So we got Street Fighter V Champion Edition rolling out officially tomorrow on February 14th. Man, it's been a long time. 2 months actually. Along with the next and maybe final character for the game series with Seth, which I'm really excited to play. I hope you guys are too. We also got a very exciting post from Capcom regarding the netcode that is just too good to be true. A really big surprise that happened only a few hours ago, but it finally happened, and we will of course talk about that in a bit here. But first off, like if you guys haven't already taken the plunge and upgraded to Champion Edition already, then you probably missed out on those shadow costumes, but besides that, not really much. You get for pre-ordering it unless it's still available today. I'm not really sure. If you guys still want those shadow costumes, you might want to check the store ASAP to see if they're still available. Otherwise, that's the only thing you're really missing out on for pre-ordering it. Otherwise, starting on February 14th, which is tomorrow at the time of this video, would be the best time probably to ever pick up the game, content and value-wise, since you can now just straight up buy Champion Edition for Street Fighter V, either on PS4 or on PC, without having to actually buy the base game and then upgrading the game. So you can just get everything for like $25 to $30 around, depending on where you live. I know there's a bunch of sales right now on Street Fighter V, but it's not really worth it to get, even though Street Fighter V is like $10 right now. You're only getting it for the shadow costumes pretty much. Now, Capcom also released this handy chart showing exactly all the content you'll be getting with the game. If you guys are interested in checking that out, that's on Capcom Unity. But I can save you guys some time and just say it comes with almost everything, costume, stages, and characters-wise. You're just missing on some things like the Red Bull costumes and the loot boxes and stuff. But there's already been a ton of videos. I'm sure you guys already watched what it includes. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any additional announcements from Capcom regarding content or modes, besides of course the upcoming tournament mode that doesn't seem to be accessible for everyone anyways, so it's not even a big deal. I was hoping for a slight UI change at the very least, but this seems like what we upgraded the Champion Edition is what it's going to be like when it rolls out on Friday. Street Fighter V will of course be going down for maintenance. That will be today at 10 a.m. PST to 4 p.m. PST. This is obviously the launch Champion Edition for tomorrow and get it ready. Now, it is very possible that Seth will become available right away when this update concludes, because even though it's still February 13th that they're doing this maintenance, it'll technically be like February 14th in some countries like Japan. Technically it'll be past midnight around 4 p.m. PST. So I'm gonna have to wake up early. Well, for me it's early, and to stream some Seth tonight, just on the possibility that there'll probably be Seth by the time a lot of you guys get out of school and such. Now, what you guys want to hear. In other news regarding the struggle with the netcode and the netcode mod mayhem in Street Fighter V, which I've enjoyed a little bit, Capcom, but more specifically Ono, has finally laid out some good news for all of us. Probably some of the hugest news in Street Fighter's history for Street Fighter V. He says, I hope everyone is excited for the release of Seth and Street Fighter V Champion Edition this Friday. The team is working hard and wants to let Street Fighter players know that we'll be making adjustments to the game's netcode soon. We'll share more details later. Thanks for the support. Well, there you guys have it. I mean, it almost looks photoshopped. I'm not gonna lie. It's so hard to believe, but it looks like Capcom is not just gonna be simply blocking the mods or banning players for using it. And they might afterwards, actually. But it seems like Capcom is actually going to take a crack at it after 4 years in the making. 4 years of whining and complaining and letting them know. And, it cannot be understated how long we have waited for a post like this. Capcom's even changed how the whole CFN network before they fixed the netcode. They even tried taking a crack at the matchmaking, but they're finally going straight for what we've been asking for, the netcode. It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to fix it, but I'm sure they've learned some things, especially since a bunch of good Samaritans have figured it out themselves. I'm not surprised that Capcom is finally going to take a dive at this because they really had no choice. We got a whole bunch of online Capcom tournaments this year, more than we've ever had. And they need to be ready because if they don't take out these mods or fix it, it's going to be a disaster. We should probably thank the modders, actually. I know a lot of you guys were hating on the modders because it made your guys' lives a living hell if you didn't use the mod, especially if you're on the PS4. But you have to admit, if Ultimore didn't start that first mod, man, and it didn't snowball out of control, I honestly think Capcom would not have changed the netcode. I think they wouldn't even said anything. I think we would have been like nothing happened. And the only way to get Capcom to move is to light a fire on their ass and force them to do something about it, because it's chaos. And hopefully this opens up Capcom's eyes in the future, especially with their future fighting game titles, on how important it is to get this right. And hopefully if Capcom can make the rollback netcode work perfectly like it should, it would get other Japanese developers to jump on this boat, and yeah, we can enjoy other fighting games as well that suffer from delayed base netcode. So Ono also did another post, because obviously Twitter blew up when he posted this because everyone was very, very excited. Ono also said, thank you for the positive responses on our netcode announcement. Many players are asking about the timing for this, so I can share that the netcode update will happen next week after the server maintenance. For this week, please enjoy the release of Champion Edition and Seth on Friday. So this will be coming very, very soon, just about a week after the update. I'm very excited to test out this netcode personally, because I feel like I have some of the worst connections ever. And even with the mods, the game is now finally playable for me, but there are still hiccups every now and then. And of course, there are people that I screw over as well using the mod. And I'll be sure to report back to you guys as soon as possible. It was definitely the #1 complaint for this game for God knows how long. Capcom has fixed a lot of things in Street Fighter V since its rocky launch, but this is something that has just stood out for so long, even since the beta version of the game. And if Capcom if they are successful in fixing the netcode and making it work for everyone, doesn't matter what platform you're on, then Street Fighter V will honestly be in a very, very, very good spot, and might bring back a lot of players that left a long time ago, honestly, because with the combination of Champion Edition, and then if anyone feels like they've missed out on a lot of characters, you can just bounce right in with all the content, proper netcode to play, and everything's good to go. And you got a bunch of tournaments you can compete in if you want to take that competitive route. So, this actually, even if Capcom announces a new fighting game this year, they'll be released, for whenever, this will be a really good end to Street Fighter V, I think, if they finally fix it. It won't leave a bad taste in our mouths, and this game won't be remembered with that, that game with that terrible netcode, right? So I'm really, really happy about this. I don't want to get too excited because, like I said, it's almost too good to be true, because it has been over 4 years now, and I hope that they are successful in figuring out what was wrong. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. Is this enough to convince you guys to come back to Street Fighter V? If you guys haven't, taken the dive back into Champion Edition, I'm really curious to know. And otherwise, let's hope that whatever Capcom learns, they continue in the future with their other fighting games, because netcode is just such a hot topic, man. It is. All right, guys, I've rambled enough. I'll keep you posted. Of course, we'll have a bunch of Seth guides coming out during this weekend, so look forward to that. And of course, check out my stream at VesperArcade on twitch.tv. Of course, I'll be playing Seth immediately. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace.